in this video I'm going to talk about how to hold your violin and place it up on your shoulder. First, you have to be aware of what kind of neck you have. I have a pretty long neck. I'm wearing a sweatshirt, which isn't great for fiddle playing, but it's kind of cold. But I have a pretty long neck here, so I have a massive shoulder rest, which is on the back of my violin. And I've got extra padding on here. It's pretty big. It doesn't even fit into my case. This is called the Bond Musica, and it shapes to my shoulder. I like it okay. Other shoulder rests that I recommend would be Everest, which is also pretty tall and stable, and it's not as expensive as the Bond Musica. So when you're first starting out, I say get an Everest shoulder rest 4/4 if you have a full-size instrument, and you're going to put it on your fiddle. So the shape of the shoulder rest needs to be like a frown. The Bond Musica is straight, so it's harder to tell, but you're going to have a frown if you hold your violin up like this. If you have it as a smile shape, then you're going to feel pretty uncomfortable. So you have it on. When you put your violin up to your face, you're going to turn your head to the left 45 degrees. So we don't want to do this at all. A lot of people just want to lay their head on their violin like it's a pillow. See how awkward that looks? So you're just going to turn your chin about 45 degrees and then take this button right here and put it on your neck. And you kind of have to come forward. And then I'm going to turn towards you. You can see that my nose is lined up with my fingerboard. So you don't want to be turned like this. When I'm looking at music, if you guys are the music, I'm going to point, I sit sideways to the music so I can see my fingers and my music, which is helpful if you're trying to learn the violin from the beginning. Okay, so if you don't have a long neck, then you can use a shoulder sponge, and they make those for violins too, and that's a lot less height, and so that might feel better. Some people just take a soft cloth and put it underneath their shirt, which gives them some height, but not a lot of support. So I am one of those people that believes that you should have a shoulder rest. Then you can hold your violin. This sweatshirt is making it very difficult. But you can hold your violin with just a head. Your head's like 10 pounds. And so you can hold here, and then your hand is free to move about. It's about 25% held with the fulcrum of your thumb and the base of your index finger here. And then notice I have a little space right here, okay, underneath. So I can stick my finger or a marker through here. We don't want this. See how high your fingers are? And then when they come down, it doesn't feel great. So drop this thumb down, and we're holding all the way down here by the nut. Sorry, I kicked you. The nut is this ridge. And then I keep my wrist back here. Okay, violin should not be going up or down in front of you. It's not going to be easy to see. It's at that 45-degree angle. And then I've got my hand in position. We're going to rotate so that the fingers are floating over the fingerboard. Okay, so it's a rotation here. And when I rotate, my thumb kind of goes on its side. So my thumb's really flexible. It's not squeezing. Okay, so I've got this nice C-shaped hand. And then I can easily reach all my notes on the violin. You might see people do this, but it's harder to pop that pinky up into place, and it's harder to reach the notes on the other strings. So this is the easiest position, straight wrist or even bent the other way. This would be too much, but that's what I've got. Okay? All right.